Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the murky, bacteria-infested waters of health misinformation. We're talking about those persistent myths, those stubborn rumors, those bits of wisdom your weird aunt swears by that have somehow wormed their way into our collective consciousness. Get ready to separate fact from fiction because, frankly, your health depends on it. And if your health doesn't depend on it, then at least separating fact from fiction is a good way to make your weird aunt very, very uncomfortable at Thanksgiving. And who doesn't enjoy that? Let's start with a big one. The 8 glasses of water a day rule. You know it, you've tried to follow it, you've probably failed miserably at it. But here's the thing. It's about as scientifically sound as saying you need to eat 8 spiders in your sleep to ward off bad dreams. The truth is, the amount of water you need varies. It depends on your activity level, your climate, whether you're currently lost in the desert and hallucinating a talking cactus. You get the point. Plus, your water intake isn't just about chugging water bottles. Fruits and vegetables, soups, that suspiciously cold cup of tea you forgot about 3 days ago, they all contribute. So, ditch the rigid rule and listen to your body. It'll tell you when it's thirsty, probably around the same time you realize you haven't moved from the couch in 6 hours. The important thing is to stay hydrated, not to hit some arbitrary number that may or may not have been invented by the big water lobby. They're probably behind it, right? They seem like they're capable of anything. Next up, let's address the myth that carrots will give you superhuman vision. Now, while carrots are a great source of vitamin A, which is important for eye health, they won't magically transform you into Hawkeye from the Avengers. Think of it this way. Eating carrots is like giving your eyes a multivitamin. It's good for them, but it's not going to suddenly let you see through walls or count the eyelashes of someone standing across the street. If only it were that easy. This myth likely started during World War II when the British spread propaganda about their pilots having exceptional night vision due to eating carrots. In reality, they just wanted to hide their new radar technology. So a healthy dose of skepticism, much like a healthy dose of vitamin A, is always a good idea. Now, let's talk about fat, the macronutrient that's been demonized more than Nickelback at a folk music festival. Yes, some fats are bad for you, like the saturated and trans fats you find in processed foods and your local Greasy Spoon's deep fryer. But there are also healthy fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, that are essential for your body to function properly. They help with hormone production, cell growth, and keeping your hair looking fabulous. So next time you see the word fat on a nutrition label, don't panic. Just remember, it's all about choosing the right kind of fat, much like it's all about choosing the right kind of friend to go on a road trip with. One will leave you feeling energized and satisfied, while the other will leave you questioning your life choices and wondering why you agreed to share a motel room with someone who snores like a walrus with a deviated septum. Put a coat on, or you'll catch a cold. We've all heard it, and some of us may have even believed it. But let's be clear. You can't catch a cold from being cold. You catch a cold from a virus which, unlike your uncle who wears shorts year-round, thrives in all temperatures. Think of it this way. A virus is like a tiny microscopic pirate, and your body is like a ship. Being cold doesn't magically summon these pirates out of thin air. You get infected when one of them manages to board your ship, usually by hitching a ride on your hand and then sneaking into your body through your nose or mouth. So while bundling up in the winter is a great way to avoid hypothermia and looking like you're auditioning for a polar bear documentary, it won't prevent you from getting sick. The best way to do that is to wash your hands frequently, avoid close contact with sick people, and maybe invest in a hazmat suit. Just kidding. Sort of. Let's talk about the myth that eating at night makes you gain weight. This is a classic case of blaming the clock for what's on your plate. The reality is, weight gain is about calories in versus calories out, not the time you choose to eat them. Think of it like this. Your body doesn't have a magical switch that flips at 8 p.m., suddenly deciding to store every calorie as fat. It's more like a constantly running engine. If you fuel it with more calories than it burns, regardless of the time, you'll gain weight. So if you're craving a midnight snack, go for it. Just make sure it's a healthy one, and try not to eat the entire contents of your refrigerator in one sitting. Unless, of course, you're training for a hot dog eating contest, in which case, by all means, go for it. Detox diets, the modern-day equivalent of bloodletting. The idea that you can magically cleanse your body with some concoction of lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and wishful thinking is, frankly, absurd. Your body has its own built-in detoxification system, your liver and kidneys. They're like the unsung heroes of your internal organs, working tirelessly to filter out toxins and keep you functioning. So instead of punishing yourself with some restrictive, ineffective, and frankly unpleasant diet, focus on nourishing your body with whole foods, drinking plenty of water, and getting enough sleep. Your liver and kidneys will thank you for it, and you won't have to spend your days feeling like you're on the verge of a juice cleanse-induced meltdown. Vitamins are essential for good health, but the idea that we all need to be popping handfuls of supplements daily is another myth that needs debunking. For most people, a balanced diet provides all the vitamins and minerals they need. Think of your plate as a nutritional rainbow. The more colorful it is, the more likely you are to be getting a wide range of nutrients. Of course, there are exceptions. Pregnant women, older adults, and people with certain medical conditions may benefit from supplements, but for the average person, over-supplementing can actually be harmful. It's like trying to water a plant with a fire hose. You're more likely to drown it than help it thrive. So, before you raid the vitamin aisle, talk to your doctor. They can help you determine if you actually need supplements, or if you're better off spending your money on something else, like, I don't know, a lifetime supply of carrots. Cracking your knuckles. It's a satisfying sound for some, a source of endless annoyance for others, and a topic of much debate in the world of health myths. But, does it actually cause arthritis? The short answer is no. That popping sound you hear is just gas bubbles being released in the synovial fluid, which is the stuff that lubricates your joints. It's like popping bubble wrap for your fingers, only slightly less satisfying. While cracking your knuckles won't lead to arthritis, it's not entirely harmless. Some studies suggest that habitual knuckle cracking may lead to reduced grip strength and swelling in the hands. So, while you're not going to develop arthritis from this habit, it's probably best to keep it to a minimum, especially if you're planning on a career as a professional arm wrestler or a concert pianist. Pregnancy is a time of immense change, both physically and emotionally. It's also a time when well-meaning friends and family members bombard expectant mothers with advice, some of it more helpful than others. One such piece of advice is the notion that pregnant women need to eat for two. While it's true that pregnant women need additional calories to support their growing baby, it's not a free pass to eat whatever they want, whenever they want. In fact, overeating during pregnancy can lead to complications and excessive weight gain, which can be difficult to lose postpartum. A healthy pregnancy diet is all about nutrient-dense foods, not necessarily double the calories. Think of it like this. You're building a human being, not inflating a bouncy castle. And finally, let's address the myth of spot reduction, the idea that you can target fat loss in specific areas of your body by doing specific exercises. This one is particularly persistent, fueled by the desire for a quick fix and the endless stream of fitness products promising miraculous results. Here's the reality. You can't choose where your body loses fat. When you exercise, you burn calories, and your body decides where that fat comes from. It's like trying to empty a bathtub by only draining water from one end. It just doesn't work that way. So instead of wasting your time and energy on exercises that promise to magically melt away belly fat or give you sculpted arms, focus on overall fitness. Engage in activities you enjoy, eat a balanced diet, and be patient. Your body will thank you in the long run, even if it doesn't always cooperate with your desire for a six-pack. So, there you have it. 10 health myths debunked. Hopefully, you've learned a thing or two, or at the very least, you've acquired some ammunition to use against your well-meaning but misinformed relatives at your next family gathering. Remember, when it comes to your health, it's always best to rely on credible sources like your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional, not the latest fad diet or dubious health claims you see on the internet. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and most importantly, stay healthy. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Stay healthy and see you next time.